Americans are becoming less religious, judging by such markers as church attendance, prayer, and belief in God. And the trend is more pronounced among young adults. The share of U.S. adults say they believe in God, while still high compared to other advanced industrial countries.
Really high, actually.
Slipped to 89%.
Yeah, so that's 11% of Americans don't believe in God.
From 92%.
Mm-hmm. It was 8. It's now... so it's not that dramatic. However, when you go to the Americans who say they're absolutely certain God exists, that fell quite a bit.
Yeah, that's from 71% to 63%. So people are saying, well, I believe in God, but I'm not absolutely certain there is a God.
And that's just in 7 years.
Yeah. What a surprise that this has all happened since 2007.
Yeah, isn't that interesting?
Yeah. Percentage of Americans who pray every day, attend religious services, and consider religion important to their life are down by a small but statistically significant measure. The trend is more pronounced among young adults, who only half of those born from 90 to 96 absolutely certain of their belief in God, compared to 71% of the silent generation, who was born from 1928 to 1940.
Have we not seen that borne out?
What?
The youth, young adults, are losing their religion?
That's a song from R.E.M.
Yeah, I know. That's me in the corner. It's me in the spotlight.
Right.
Yeah. But seriously, I know 3 kids who are in that situation. 3 kids who were stalwart, who everybody believed were solid in what they believed. Complete atheists now.
Huh.
Yeah. And it happened quickly.
That was deep concern coming from you, Stu. Huh. Wow, it impacted you. What he just said really hit you hard.
Yeah,
wow.
You were moved by that.
Yeah,
you were concerned.
I didn't mean to overdo it. Did I overdo it?
It was a little bit.
Okay.
It was a little. It's like,
it made
okay,
me uncomfortable.
I'm not,
you were so over the top.
I'm not buying in that you're that concerned.
I mean, I didn't even tell you their names, and
you're like, all of a sudden,
you're all over it.
That's an interesting trend, though. Is it not?
It is.
It is. You brought it up for a reason.
It's a scary trend, and a
That's
sad
more than an interesting trend. It's a really scary trend.
But they're getting the hell beat out of them. Or they're actually getting the heaven beaten out of them.
Yeah.
But, you see that from the top down in the society, don't you? And you see it in school, and you see it in the scientists, and you see it in people like Bill Nye, the not-so-science guy who's not a scientist but claims to be. Acts like he is, pretends like he is, and he's running around telling everybody how stupid they are for believing in God.
He's wearing a white coat.
That's right.
Well, and a bow tie, too. A bow tie closes
the deal. A bow tie and a white coat, that's total believability.
I mean, there was a story within the last week about a school here in Texas that had teachers telling their students that God is a myth. So, there you go.
Yeah.
It was right there.
Yeah, where was that?
Down in
Houston?
Down by Houston, where Pat.
Yeah, down by Houston. Do you hear that story?
Really? No.
Oh yeah. Somebody wrote a paper in class and said that God is the center of their world or whatever it was, and the teacher berated that student and said God does not exist, and you're like an elementary or middle school, wasn't it, Jeffrey?
Grade. Yeah,
seventh grade.
Oh man.
Yeah, and said absolutely not.
Oh,
tried to flunk the kid or something. I mean, it was really nasty.
And what did the parents do about it?
Parents went nuts.
Good.
What was the end of that story, Jeffy?
You don't know?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm going to look it up.
That came out last week. I read about that last week on theblaze.com.
I've heard of that. Aren't they hosting a debate?
Huh.
Hope so. Got to check
really
into that. That's scary. That's a scary story.
It's what's happening. What's scary is it's happening here in places like Texas.
Mm-hmm.
When they have the school district,
you expect it in Massachusetts and California,
but when they have the schools under their thumb here in America, America, Texas, it's really disturbing. Really quite disturbing. This is I think this is also a disturbing trend. That it's almost 25-point difference between those young adults who were born 1990
to 96, right? So they're like 25 to 19 to 25,
who are absolutely certain in their belief in God, and it was 71% of the last generation. And then those who are likely to pray daily, 39%
of the youth,
where it used to be 67%. Praying daily.
Okay, man.
We haven't done our job. We're going to be held responsible because we didn't do our job. That comes from us, quite honestly.
At least, unlike Europe, where like 4% of the people go to church still in many, many countries, including the one my son went on a mission to, Finland, there's still 77% of us who continue to identify with some religion, and most of us still, like 40, I thought it was 45% of us that still attend church at least once a week. So, I mean, that's much higher than anywhere else in the world. So we've at least hung on to it better than anybody else, but it's not like it used to be, that's for sure.